Okay, guys, we're just getting back to the shop in Mooresville, North Carolina, uh, in what is locally known as the Drag Strip Industrial Park. And it's a little area that is home to several nationwide K&W, um, Tom Johnson trucks, etc. teams. And we're just getting back from Charlotte. Just run the History 300. And anyway, I thought I'd take this moment. It's quiet now. I ain't moving around. To give y'all a concept of the anatomy of a racing hauler. Okay, and had a Kentucky trailer salesman come by during the weekend. Brought me this literature, and it's really cool. It's got blueprints for the trailers. So we're going to start with the floor plan. Okay, this is the two levels of the trailer. This being the bottom, and this being the top. This is looking from overhead, just like the blueprint on a house or something. Okay, and this being the rear, and this being the front. Okay, the top is obviously very bare. Okay, but this is where we park the cars. Okay, for transport. You get the primary, which is the one we intend to race, is in the rear, and the backup is in the front in case we have a problem with the primary or bend it up, etc. There's also this area is about 50 inches high from floor to ceiling. It's just enough room to get a car in there. And in this area is actually elevated from this area, and it's only about 20-30 inches from the ceiling to the floor of this area, because underneath this is this lounge area. Okay, and you got a couple of air conditioners. You got a DirecTV dish here, and then usually there's all that's up here are some lights on the wall and several accommodations for tie down. Okay, now we go to the bottom floor here, and it's kind of cut into thirds. Okay, you've got the left side, the right side, and the middle. Okay, the middle is pretty much just a hallway. It's just clear. It's a floor that you can walk down, and it also has accommodations for tie down. Generally, it's airline track. Okay, and we use little ring devices and straps, or there may be holes in the floor to apply chocks with pins, etc. Okay, and then the left side generally could be cabinets and benches and other sorts of stuff. You get up here, and this is a stairway that goes up about, well, this area right here at the bottom of it is the elevation of the fifth wheel. Okay, and this area right here is called the lounge, and it usually has couches and desks and cabinets for the drivers to keep the uniforms, and the crew members to keep their personal items during the weekend at the race. Okay, now we've got the floor plan figured out. We're gonna go to another drawing here, and this is the roadside elevation. So that means that's the left side of the trailer, the left side of the aisleway. Okay, and in this particular one, we've got 9 crew lockers. Okay, so these are little cubby holes for the crew members to keep their personal items. their helmets, their backpacks, their man purses, or purses. You know, some crew members. We do have several female crew members in the Nationwide series. Okay, and this is generally the area where you'll also find the galley. Of course, that might on this particular one, it might be on the other side. But then we've got let's see. There's a wardrobe cabinet, and then radio cabinet. Okay, with Lexan doors, 110 volt receptacles, 2 hardwired 110 volt vent fans, fan guards on the vents, the lighted switch, blah blah blah. Anyway, this would be where we keep a radio system, keep all the chargers for your radios and such. All right, and then we have a motor storage cabinet and another motor storage cabinet. That's where you keep your engines. And then here we go. We got some stuff. It says this whole wall right here is just mirrored stainless, which I'm sure that area right there is probably for a shock dyno. We used to test the shock absorbers prior to putting them on the car. And then here's a bunch of office chairs. So it looks like there's probably just one long counter right here. Okay, and then there's looks like there's a flat screen TV. And then there's the antenna for your satellite. Okay, and then we notice upstairs here we've got a exhaust fan. Okay, this area gets real hot during the day, and then we've got a power outlet, and that's handy. That's handy for just powering up stuff. You know, if you need to charge a battery on the backup or put a fan in there or something. Okay, and then this right here is an observation deck. The roof of the trailer, this area right here will have a ladder, and this right here is a lift gate, or that actually doubles as the back of the trailer going down the road. When we're at the track, the lift gate is placed in this position. There's a set of stairs here, and then there's 2 doors here for access in. Okay, so anyway, we have a ladder to the lift gate, and then we have a ladder from the lift gate to the roof for the observation deck. And depending on how much technology you have at your disposal, there's usually a computer monitor mounted up here that's hooked to a computer either up front here or it may be right back here, and we get live feed timing and scoring from NASCAR via microwave, and that gets displayed up there. Okay, so that's the left side. Now we'll go to the right side. In this particular one, it's got a window, and there's our dish again. And now we've got a sofa on the right-hand side. Okay, and this area right here is a small storage area. Generally, we keep compressed nitrogen in there. There's the steps. There's also a side access door. And then we've got another engine storage cabinet. There's all sorts of different equipment we can keep in here. All right, there's a bench, I believe, with a power outlet, and then overhead cabinets, and then a vertical stack of cabinets, more cabinets, and then these are C-Tech drawers. A whole bunch of drawers that we store parts in, nuts and bolt assortments, hose clamps, etc. This is an air conditioning outlet situation. And here's your galley, We've got a refrigerator. We've got a